24/7 anytime by downloading the free TuneIn app. Once you do, search Rainier Avenue Radio. And remember, do not curse out your fellow drivers. This has been your Rainier Avenue Radio traffic update.
Dealing with COVID-19 is uncharted territory, and everyone has different challenges. People may feel anxious, down, or overwhelmed. For some, these feelings can lead to changes in sleep patterns, an increased use of alcohol or drugs, or withdrawing from the people around them. If you know someone who's having a hard time coping, you can help by reaching out to talk and listen. To learn more about how you can help someone in need, call the Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 800-273-TALK. Brought to you by the state of Washington.
This is the news on Rainier Avenue Radio. Flu activity remains minimal in Washington and across most of the nation. Per Patch.com, the University of Washington Virology Lab randomly tests specimens for influenza at the city's COVID-19 testing sites. UW researchers said they had found no new cases for the entire month. Among the more than 40,000 samples screened since November, UW Virology said patients at testing sites returned positive for the flu just 4 times. The latest data out of Seattle supports statewide data from the Department of Health, which has confirmed 0 flu-related deaths this season and virtually no influenza infections. At this point in the flu season last year, more than 6 deaths were linked to influenza in Washington. Additionally, the state's long-term care facilities have reported no flu outbreaks. And that's your news on Rainier Avenue Radio.
Hello, listener. What's important to you about what's going on in your community? Are you interested? Are you concerned? In any case, I invite you to tune into my show, Seattle Here and Now, on Rainier Avenue Radio.world. Why? I will be covering a wide range of topics important to you and impacting the community. Each show will have a special guest or guests to share with you information on a variety of subjects that are happening here and now in Seattle. I promise I will work hard to make my show informative, interesting, and entertaining. Be sure to listen to Seattle Here and Now on Rainier Avenue Radio.world. March is Women's History Month, and this year's theme is The Valiant Women of the Vote Refusing to be Silenced. It pays homage to the 100th anniversary of the ratification of the 19th Amendment, which gave women the right to vote here in the United States. Please stay tuned to Rainier Avenue Radio.world for shows and special programs highlighting and dedicated to honoring women on Women's History Month here. Please check us out at www.rainieravenueradio.world.
You're listening to Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
Southern trees bear strange fruit, blood on the leaves and blood at the root, black bodies swinging in the southern breeze, strange fruit hanging from the poplar trees. Pastoral scene of the gallant South, the bulging eyes and the twisted mouth, scent of magnolia, sweet and fresh. Then the sudden smell of burning.
Welcome to Clean Greens Living. It's your girl, Queen Bree and Robyn T. And we are broadcasting off of Rainier Avenue Radio. Hey, Robyn.
Hi, Queen Bree. We are coming to you from unceded Duwamish territory. And as you may have noticed, we have different music this morning and a whole show for you today to honor Women's History Month and a special guest. So why don't you tell us what we're talking about today, Bree?
Right. But before I get into who our special guest is and what we have planned, I do have an announcement from Rainier Avenue Radio. So exciting news. High school football is back. So we have a doubleheader this Friday featuring Seattle Prep versus Ballard at 5 p.m. and Rainier Beach versus Garfield High School at 8 p.m. This Saturday, we have West Seattle versus Cleveland at 5 p.m., with all 3 games being at the Memorial Stadium. So good luck, boys. I'm so happy that you guys can get back out there on the field. I know it's been hard with COVID, so I'm wishing you luck. I do know someone who was on the Rainier football, so we're going to wish them some extra luck. So anyway, welcome. And the song that you came into was called Strange Fruit, and it was sung by Billie Holiday. And that is who we are going to be highlighting today for Women's History Month. I don't know if you guys checked out United States versus Billie Holiday, but we have. And it just left us really wanting to honor her today as our first person. For me, I just think, watching that movie and watching all that she's been through, like we know her as Billie Holiday, the singer, jazz singer / drug user. And this is what history has always done to our people, is highlighted the bad versus the good. And if you were listening to the words on Strange Fruit, she was talking about the lynchings. And Robyn, I don't want to give all the information away. I want to leave something for you to talk about. But it just amazes me, even watching that movie and her not being able to sing that song, because it was highlighting the fact that there was people being hung on the trees. And then at the end of the movie, it showed us that there's still a bill in Congress waiting to be passed, which is the Emmett Till lynching bill. And it's still yet to pass in 2021. That's crazy. So Robyn, jump in.
Yeah, thank you, Bree. Yeah, she was such an amazing singer, and we have learned so much about her life. And I actually like how the theme of Rainier Avenue Radio is refusing to be silent, because that's exactly what Billie did. And they tried to silence her, and specifically the FBI tried to silence her. And it was all about that song. And so they took a look at, some drug use, but really, like, that was just a way of coping. And they really went after her, and she never wanted to give up. She said, whatever they do, I will keep singing this song. And actually it's pretty much credited now for being like, kind of the beginning of that civil rights movement. So such an amazing person. And it's been such an emotional ride to learn more about that. And there's a follow-up book we've been learning about too. And so it's like bittersweet to honor her music and then know how much pain she went through to make that be heard. So what an amazing person. And there's bills right now, as well, even in Washington State, that I'm seeing about police accountability in some police shootings and things like that. So we can still stay involved and honor, and as women vote. So
yes. So research Billie Holiday, and when you remember her as the beautiful jazz singer. Remember her as a woman who was an activist. And a lot of the times we are activists and we don't even realize we are. So when she was singing that song, she just wanted to bring awareness. She didn't realize she was being an activist. So please check out Billie Holiday. Check out United States versus Billie Holiday. Is so deep within so many things as far as her drug use. We got to be kind to people who are using, because a lot of people are using to escape. They are not bad people. They are using to escape. She lived a rough life. She had abusive relationships. She didn't have the best relationship with her parents. So we should be kind. And the book that it was based off of, it was based off of her life, but they got some of it from this book called Chasing the Scream. So Chasing the Scream is a book about the war on drugs and how they use African Americans to get the drug law passed. So please check out Chasing the Scream and United States versus Billie Holiday.
Yes, and it's such a good movie that Andra Day just won a Golden Globe for the Best Actress, and so that was like an amazing thing. So
second Black woman in 30 years? That's crazy. And when you talk about all of that we've been through, it's still just like how many times has the Golden Globe been around, and only 2 Black women has won leading actress, but she did the dang thing in that movie.
Right.
I would have thought she was Billie Holiday. Okay,
It was phenomenal.
it was good acting, really deep, and it just makes you realize how in history they make you think a certain thing that is not. So make sure that you are still doing the work. Black History Month is over, but we are still doing the work. The scene that he just showed right there, that was even deep for me to be like when she went into the hotel and that was this thing between her and the bellhop guy. Is that what it's called? Bellhop? So this movie was amazing. But we have a special guest in the house. Usually we have farm updates, but I want to bring on our farmer, Tommy, and he can help us share in Clean Greens Farm Update. So welcome on Tommy Willis.
Hi, Tom.
Hi. Hey, Tom, how are you? Oh, you're on mute. There we go.
Okay.
How's it going?
That's a nice. That was a real nice bit of information there that you gave us.
Thank you. We try to do the work. We try to do our best. And we got a surprise for you at the end of the show. But so this is Tom Willis. He is our farmer, and we just wanted to bring him on so you guys can hear firsthand on what happens out at the farm. So we'll start off with a farm update. Do you have a farm update for us, Tom?
Yeah. What's going on the farm is that we're starting to plant now. We're starting to do some of the cool crops. We're doing lettuces and stuff like that. But as the weather warms up like yesterday, and it was 82 degrees in the greenhouse. Sorry, it was in the greenhouse. So if you want a tropical experience, come on out to the farm there. We'll have 82 degrees for you.
Nice. It was nice yesterday. It's like it's starting to be, we don't need the heaters. So that's good.
Yeah. But anyway, we're starting to plant some stuff, some seeds. And I think we're going to have I think it's going to be a bumper year. There's a lot of the other farmers in the valley is starting to move around a little bit. So not only am I excited, they're excited too.
Nice. And another farm update is we thought we were going to be starting in July, but we just found out we can start in June, which is really nice.
Yeah. We hope we're shooting for June, but that can change. It's all controlled by the weather.
Right.
So
Tom,
how
I
long
have
have
a
you been
question.
farming?
Oh,
Sorry.
I had the exact same question. How long have you been farming at Clean Greens, and how long have you been farming in general too before that?
Well, I've been farming at Clean Greens for about 12 years. When Reverend Jeffrey started the program, and they went, I saw it online, and I saw it in the newspaper, and I said, well, that looks like something that I'd like to be involved in. So I got a hold of him, and the next year I was there, and I've been there ever since.
Nice. So what is the thing that you look most forward to each year when you're out there on the farm?
Beg pardon?
I said, what is the thing that you look most forward to when you're out there on the farm?
Well, to me, farming is very therapeutic. You're out there in open air, and it's because you got all the farm smells and things. So it's just I just have a good time out there, and most of the people that come out really have a good time too. So, but you know, there's also opportunities for other folks to share in this experience through our volunteer program. That's where you come out and you work at least 4 hours a day, and you're guaranteed to take home as much produce as you'd like. A lot of people chose that avenue of getting fresh produce. All of our produce is organic, and we're planning to keep it that way.
Nice. So if you come out, at first I would like to say it is very therapeutic and peaceful out there. I won't lie and say my first time driving down, I was really mad and cussing in my head, like, how did I get myself into this? I'm getting ready to get in the dirt and I got to put dirt on my hands. But once I got out there, the air quality was fresh. It was like you were at peace, at one. Like I could have sat on the ground and did a little meditation at that point. So it is very therapeutic to get out there and be on the farm.
Yeah, it's good for the young kids too. We like to get the young kids involved, get the kids involved early. You know, I was involved early, and so that's how I become to appreciate it older. When I got older, I was on a farm a long time ago. So, but yeah, come on out and bring the kids. Kids will love it.
Yeah, we have a youth program, and this week actually we're going to be coming out and starting planting with them, and they love it. Like last year we had a youth program, and the kids got to learn. They got to plant. They got to learn about food and social justice, food sustainability. The only thing that I was sad is they didn't get to come out to our farm. They went to a city farm, which is fun and it was fine, but to come out of the city and to be on our farm is a whole different experience. So I can't wait till they come out there and experience the planting and the harvesting.
Yeah, I'm excited for those kids too. We've got a variety of stuff that we're going to do was that Saturday?
Yep, Saturday.
Yeah, I've got a variety of seeds for them to plant, and they're going to plant it and then take it home and watch it grow. And then when it's time to transplant it, we'll take it out to the farm or have them come out to the farm too, and we'll plant it in the ground.
Oh, that's so fun. What kind of things are they going to get to grow?
Well, you know, all kids like pumpkins. And so it's always a fun thing to grow. So we're going to do pumpkins, and we're going to do some squash, and we're going to do some beans and peas and that type of stuff. But they're going to get around, a lot of experience, round-off experience, growing it and harvesting it. It's going to be fun.
Nice. It's true to have them start so young. They get to watch the fruit go and then have some ownership and some pride in the fact that this is mine. I helped this grow. So I'm excited for them.
I am too. When I was a kid, we didn't know where anything grew, what anything grew like, what it was. Was it on a branch? Was it under the dirt? And so it's actually such a beautiful thing that more kids get the chance to do this. And you said you were a young in farming, or did you also farm you just got back to it with Clean Greens, or did you farm the whole time, Tom?
No, I this is my second career. I retired from the U.S. Forest Service 2007. And so after 39 years of that, I thought, well, I've got to find something to do to stay busy. And then, Pastor Jeffries came up with this Clean Greens program, and I tied into it and very satisfied with it.
Nice. You have such a knack for it. You grow the biggest veggies too. You're so good at it.
You are, and you are popular around the farm town. We be hearing your names and waves.
Well, that's positive. That's always good to hear.
Yes, I like to say we have the best farmer out there, but you know what? I don't want to ruffle any feathers, but there I said it.
You said it. We're fans. We're definitely fans.
Right. Speaking of the farm, I did it did slip my mind to mention this, but I don't want this day and this moment to go by without honoring Lottie. Today, a year ago, we lost her, and I'm gonna try to go past this so I don't cry again. Today, a year ago, we lost her, and we just want to take a moment and to remember her. And she is full of history, and we want to take a time to a moment to talk about her at a different show. So we're going to have a show where we come back and we talk about the history of Lottie and what she's done for our community and what she's done for Clean Greens. But I don't want to let this time go by without saying we miss her, we love her, we appreciate everything she's done and the foundations that she set for Clean Greens and our community and our church community. So as you see on the screen, this is Lottie. And I'm going to move on before I start crying, okay? And if you're just tuning in, you are watching Clean Greens Living on Rainier Avenue Radio. And we have here today with us our very own farmer, Tom Willis. And we are just talking about Clean Green updates and what we have going on the show. And we kicked it off talking about Billie Holliday, a famous jazz singer. So Tom, what kind of vegetables can we look forward to this year? Do you know yet, or how do you plan that?
Yeah, we're planning, there's a variety of vegetables that we grow. We grow, a lot of brassicas, that's your cabbage, your turnips, and your collards and that type of stuff. That's basically what I like to grow. That's what I like to eat. Having grown up in the South, that stuff grows wild. And so we'll have a lot of brassicas. We'll have beets and beans. And I guess we're going to get more this year. We're going to get into a lot more herbs and things. So there'll be a variety of vegetables available.
Nice. So our CSOs are going to be really set and ready. We are opening for CSA signups. We are open for volunteers. So please check out our website at www.cleangreensfarmmarket.com.
Yes, and you can email us to become a volunteer or to sign up for the CSA, or really a lot of the mission that Tom was talking about drew him to this organization, and what Lottie's vision is to help feed the community. So if you happen to be a person in need of great, beautiful vegetables, you can also get in touch with us then, and we can let you know when the free pickups are. So you can volunteer on the farm and get that beautiful experience. You can become a CSA member who helps fund all the programming, and then you'll get a weekly box starting in June, or you can donate directly as well if you're not local, or if you're not able to do any of those. And please get in touch with us if you need food anytime, or if you know someone who does. So I just wanted to plug that as well, because everyone deserves great food, and that's really why we're all here.
So we're getting ready to start. Was you going to say something, Tom? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was going to say, you might add that I don't know if you're going to get into this or not, but our free food giveaway program too. Last year we gave away 10 tons of produce, and it's good stuff. It's the same stuff you buy in the stores, It's the same stuff you get at Whole Foods and those places, PCC. You can get it free.
It's even better. It's even better.
Right. It's even better because it's fresh off the farm and no pesticides added. So you are eating fresh vegetables that you could pick up. And if you're too proud to even just pick up the fresh vegetable, because a lot of times people are just too proud, like he said, you can sign up to be a volunteer and earn your vegetables that way. But definitely coming out to the farm is so peaceful. And I would advise anybody to take a moment to come out of the city and get on the farm and just harvest. Even if it's like once a month, come out and volunteer. Daniel said, "Eat them while you pick them."
Yeah, that's right.
That is how it is.
That is how it is. I feel like my favorite out there this year was the kale.
Oh
And I'm
yeah.
not saying this because of kale love. I'm saying this because for some reason, I don't know, I always told myself I didn't like kale. But once I started eating that kale and sauteing that kale and eating it different ways, I was like, oh, this is where it's at.
Right? I love the shard plants. They're so pretty. They're so colorful. They're like rainbow colors and pink and purple, and they're like giant. Those are really
Yeah,
cool. And your purple broccoli, right?
the
No,
rainbow
purple
kale.
cauliflower.
Well, we have cauliflower, purple cauliflower, and broccoli.
That's
But and you know I just ordered more seeds, so that the plants that you guys like the most will have more.
Yay.
That's exciting.
And I learned something new this year on the farm. Never seen it before in my life, but it was so pretty. And I'll post a picture on my website and everywhere. Was it called Romanesco?
Romanesco. I knew you were going to talk about that. I was like, you were so excited about that veggie. It's so cool looking.
Romanesco it's actually a cauliflower, and it's really good, really crisp.
Mm-hmm.
How do you cook it, Tom?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, that's my wife.
How does she cook it?
I think the same process as cauliflower.
Oh, okay, nice. I was looking at that. I have to take a picture of it. It was too pretty to eat.
Oh yeah, we'll have
gorgeous.
We'll have more of that too.
Okay, so we got to look up some recipes. Maybe if your wife doesn't mind, she can send us a recipe and we can post it for people to be able to cook with it because it was really pretty. And I have yet to taste it.
Oh yeah, she'll share with you.
Tom, what is your favorite thing that she makes from the stuff you grow?
Well, I like it all. Like you said, that rainbow chard is really pretty stuff, and you put that in the salad, and you got your colors and you got your flavors and everything. But I eat a lot of the standards for Black families. I eat a lot of the collards and the mustards and the turnips, but we grow more than just that. So there's something here. Yeah.
Look, I'm like, we grow. He grows. Hopefully I can help out a little bit this year. I think we're going to be planting in the next 2 weeks, right? We're going to have a planting party coming up.
They've got a planting party scheduled for the 13th. So the volunteers will be out that day, and they're going to plant some stuff.
Is there still room for more volunteers to come out there and start the planning process?
Oh yeah, they can go to that website, the Clean Greens website, and get hooked in and get tied in with the volunteer folks. And
so if you want to come and be a part of that, I think that would be fun to be able to watch it get planted and then watch it grow. And then when you come back and harvest it, you have put, and like I just said in the beginning, sometimes we're activists and we don't even realize it. This bit of helping is activism, because you are helping bring fresh vegetables to people's houses that normally don't have access to it. And if they do have access to it, they don't have the funds to pay for it. I was talking about it to someone earlier, is we have the things that are most healthy for us are the most expensive. And it's like health is a luxury. And for people who can't afford it, we are here helping them be able to bring it to their tables. So I'm very happy and proud of the work we do here at Clean Greens.
Right. I always say the people that need it the most are the people that can't afford it.
Right. And then just depending on which neighborhood you go in, the fresh vegetables and fruit, it looks all beat up and thrown down and look like you done threw it against the wall and then tried to sell it for a dime. Depending on what neighborhood you go into.
Yeah, Clean Greens will give away really pretty, beautiful, healthy, beautiful produce. So to anyone. So
all right. Well, thanks, Tom, for
beautiful
coming.
Job.
We have reached our moment. Thank you for coming. Thanks for tuning in to Clean Greens Living. We hope to see you back next week. Bye, guys.
Thank you, Tom.
Bye-bye. Thank you very much.
Robyn said, it ain't nobody's business if I
Okay,
do.
bye-bye.
There ain't nothing I ever do or nothing I ever say that folks don't criticize me. But I'm going to do just as I want to, what people say.